knocking sound that you heard on the live stream, that was the bearing gone. It didn't stop it in time and it kind of buggered it up. That's our fault. I'll have the parts for that on Monday. Well, we're gonna bale the stuff I raked, and I was gonna come with the 568 baler, but I don't know, something fluky happened. I opened the gate I just like to, for the very first time I run the baler, I like to open it, cycle it, and close it. And somehow my chain came off the kicker and caught the little sensor for the gate open or closed. It tells the monitor if the gate is open or closed, and it broke it. So you can't bale with that broken because the monitor will just say your gate's open all the time. So we're gonna go here, and Sean's gonna bale this up. It's a little bit cooler now. It's 25, I believe, or 26, 25, somewhere around there. Still windy, so it's still drying. Hey, it's pretty crispy. Pretty crispy. So he should be onto that side over there with the, I don't know if there's going to be any dew setting in, but let's go catch Sean. That thing sure is running nice and quiet compared to the old balers. There she is. Officially the first bale of 2021. Wrap and a half. Nice hay. Usually they're tighter. First roll them and then they kind of loosen up. Nice. I'll tell you something about this net wrap. It sure has jumped in price this year. Holy smokes. The one place I get net wrap at UFA, I think it jumped up 50%. I used to buy it for $2.60 a roll. Now it's like $3.60. So that kind of sucks. The wrap was expensive to begin with. But I pre-ordered my wrap from John Deere, and I always order about 3/4 of it because I like to get a little bit of wrap from UFA too, because it was a good price. But yeah, looks like I'll be getting all of it from John Deere right now. Hopefully they bring the price back down. That's crazy, because I really do love wrap now. Anywho, I raked all this here. Actually, this is what they cut last night, and it's already pretty dry. Let's go take a look. I was raking here and I had my shirt off for a while because it was so nice and warm. My shirt fell off the tractor and it's in one of these swaths. So I have to put on my Northern Farmer shirt. Yeah, man, this stuff is pretty good. Mom always used to say that you can, and you almost need two hands for this, but you should be able to just crack the stems, and that would mean it'd be dry. They shouldn't just snap, they should just crack. It's like right on the edge of being dry. Well, since we only got the one baler for tonight, it's still drying. It's not hot now, but the wind is nice still. We'll see by how far he gets here, and we'll see how I'll get him to wrap a bale. I wish I had my moisture probe from John Deere. It's buggered up. I have to send it in. Nice though. Yeah, we won't get too many bales from here. This hay has pretty much had its days here. It's just petered out. But the cows sure love it with that mixture of grass and alfalfa. Just perfect. Okay, let's go catch up to Sean again. There's bale number 2. Bale number 3. A little bit heavier over here. Yeah, nice. Even the low spot moss is dry as a bone. Usually we pick these up from the ground, they're wet and damp. MX 120 needs a polish job too. It wasn't so damn hot this last week. Could have been outside doing something. I could have probably even painted the 7120, but since it was too hot, the paint would just bubbled on it. Stupid, I can't run. Can't run like that. It's crazy. Ah, the stuff I do for footage, eh? Eh? Yeah, you know it's dry when you see all this chaff right here. Wish this was in the bale. But that means we should actually be waiting a little bit more. See, what's happening is all the leaves are coming off the alfalfa, and you just end up with the stalk, which the cows don't like. Stuff it back in there. I don't know why the tension could be a little bit more. Well, maybe not. I would assume as soon as this wind dies down, I would think the dew would start getting damp a little bit. It was very humid today. It kind of got better during the afternoon, but yeah, this stuff is definitely drier. Coming off my hand. Cows are like that though. They'll rummage through and eat pretty much all of it. They might leave a little bit of this. See, this was cut yesterday morning, and you can see the stems are just breaking right apart. So that's when you know it's dry. Probably a little over dry. So Sean is about 3/4 of the way around the whole field. I think he's got about 6 or 7 rows. So you can see that kind of a haze right here. That's smoke from the forest fires. There is a couple there's a couple way up in that direction, way up the top of Alberta. Actually in BC, northern BC. They said there was a few fires there. There was one in high level. Actually the log pile caught fire from lightning. And then we've got some crazy ass fires in BC, Kamloops area. And some of my friends have houses pretty close right in town, and the hill is on fire there, and the houses are up on the hill. And I haven't heard too much lately since this morning, but yeah, that's crazy there. And they were so hot. They were like in the mid 40s. That town in BC that broke the record for the hottest place in Canada, I believe it was 49 Celsius, like 112, 115 Fahrenheit. It's not a big town. It's pretty small. Like I forget how many people. I don't think it's maybe like 1,000 people. And pretty much 3/4 of the town burnt. Fire came through the other day. I think it was the day before yesterday, and pretty much burnt almost the whole town. It's more of a village. So yeah, that crazy heat wave was pretty intense. I guess they call it a heat dome. What it is like a dome over top, right over top of us, and it won't let, like the hot air rises, and then the dome actually pushes the air back down, which compresses it, which makes it even hotter. And it won't even, it's trapped high pressure, and it won't let any kind of low pressure in, so you can't get any thunderstorms or rain or anything like that. Is kind of what I read. So anyway, I don't want that again. That was crazy. Like I said, you couldn't even do nothing outside. You'd walk outside And maybe it's just me. Well, it's a few other people too, but um, I just spent the day in the basement where it was cool with my fans and portable air conditioning. So Sean informed me that was bale number 10. Bale number 10. Ooh, nice and full of chaff. So yeah, I think Sean's gonna bale up to about here. This is what we had cut early in the morning, and then we came back later in the afternoon, which you saw on the live stream, and cut the rest of that. So this has actually only been sitting here 24 hours. So that heat baked it. Plus this was kind of like dried out on the stump already. See, it's a touch. It's probably just perfect. It won't shatter. Like the leaves will still stay on. It's drying with this wind. I don't know how much the wind is affecting the camera. And it sure feels dry. See, these stems aren't really cracking, they are a little bit up higher, but we'll see when he gets to the end here. I know it was, even with the dugout. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it just disappeared. Probably going to eat the garden. But the deer sure getting bad here. Sure, there's a lot of them. You pretty much gotta put a fence around your garden now, because they'll eat all the onions. They'll even eat almost everything. I think even carrots, they pull them right out. But yeah, they're always around here. So Sean ran out of net wrap. So we were just running what we had from last year. Right, Sean? How many bales you got now from that? 16? Plus the 2 you made the other day. So there was barely any left on there. These aren't the right ends, eh? So this is John Deere net wrap, the most expensive one, and I would probably say it is probably the best one for these balers. This is the edge-to-edge wrap, 64 by 9,700 square feet. Right now, this guy is worth $400 right now. I can't remember what I paid in February for it, but it wasn't $400, that's for sure. Oh, you get a little book with it too. This wait, come back. I said this little book, they probably charge you $10 for this little book. John Deere Net Wrap Baling Guide. So it says for hay we're supposed to have 2 wraps, and I go 1.5 wraps. Straw should be 3 wraps, and I go 2.5 for the straw. And corn, 4 wraps, and I go 0 wraps on corn stalks. Because corn is only, it's ankle high right now by the 4th of July. I don't think it's going to be knee high, or sweet corn. I'll take that, Sean. Just stuff her in there. So Sean is going to show you how to thread the wrap in there. Because actually I even forgot how. You got your end cap on this side. You're going to put your end caps in. You don't use end caps if you're using edge wrap. So when you're using 64 inch, you put those caps on. Sean's got his Tootsie baby powder, right? Show everyone what we use. Tootsie Baby. They told us just to put it on the roll, not on the roller. But whatever, good enough. I think the roll that was in here before was the John Deere cheap stuff, right? The Eco Bowl. And that stuff's pretty good too. There, done and done. You have a bale in here right now. Here's your baby powder. Sprinkle some on your back, over your shoulder. Okay, so we're gonna see oh, I better be on this side. I don't want to be on the dust. We're gonna see it take the wrap. There it goes. There, so this one's got a mixture of the white wrap and the John Deere wrap. So I kind of like using the John Deere wrap. Kind of like using separate wraps on certain hay. Like if I know the hay's going to be really good, I'll use the John Deere wrap. This way I can tell. Actually, what I did start to do was I bought a can of fluorescent red spray, and when we're hauling the bales, I'll just put the initials of the field that we're in, and it actually works pretty good. So I was actually trying to get a different color wrap for each field, but that's a little bit impossible. It's almost doable. If they made like a red wrap. And what else? What other color? They should make a, well, they do. They make the blue. They make this John Deere green, and then the white. They should make a red, orange, and a yellow. That'll be some pretty colorful bales. Well, that's going to be all for now. I'm going to end the video here. So, we'll talk to you all later. Make sure click like for the video. Helps immensely. And we'll talk to you all later. You can hit that subscribe button too if you like. Take it easy.